Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be doing some lost foam casting using this foam pattern I carved out with my CNC. The only problem is my one tank of propane is fully empty and my other tank has probably half propane in it. I'm not really sure how much propane's in the tank. I just know I've been using it for a few weeks now and it may run out in today's video. So I do hope that we're able to complete today's metal melting, metal casting for today. I have two chairs here, one old beach chair and one outdoor lounge chair. It's all held together by steel rivets. So I'm going to be drilling some of these rivets out to expose some of the aluminum so I can easily put it into my furnace. Well, the first chair was finished. I'll start working on the second chair during the melt. For today's video, I'm going to be using the Vevor double burner propane furnace. If you guys want to melt metal for yourself and use the same exact furnace that I'm using, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. I'm going to start off today's melt by adding a couple of chunks of aluminum to the bottom of the crucible. Once molten, it'll help melt down any additional aluminum I'll add to the crucible. So you're probably curious, how did I make this pattern? Well, let me show you. I used polystyrene XPS foam and carved out the pattern using my CNC. Once the pattern was carved out, I added a sprue to the top and I coated it with a layer of drywall mud. I'm using your standard sheetrock joint compound. Once the sheetrock joint compound is dry, I can now bury this in a container, filling it with dry sand all the way to the top. This is just standard play sand that you can purchase from your hardware store. Make sure it's completely dry. Sometimes you'll buy it, it's wet, sometimes you'll buy it, it's dry. It's safe just to lay it out on concrete and let it dry over a couple days. Once filled all the way to the top, brush away any loose sand that's over top of the foam and add a pouring cup over top of the foam. I'm just using a soup can with the hole cut out the bottom. And now that the furnace is hot enough, it's now time to add the aluminum to the furnace to melt down. I have quite a bit of molten aluminum in the crucible, so I have enough to pour into my first mold. But before pouring, I'm going to scrape away any of the slag or the dross that floated to the top of the molten aluminum. Once it's cleared away, I'll pour this molten aluminum into the mold that I previously made. Well, that is the last of the aluminum that I have from those chairs. I'm going to scrape away the slag once again and pour the remaining molten aluminum into graphite ingot molds. Before I demold these graphite ingot molds, I'm going to remove the Cobra from the sand and see how it came out. And just as I expected, I have a perfect cast using a foam pattern. If you metal cast and haven't tried the lost foam casting method, definitely give it a try. Alright, a few hours later, this stuff is still warm. I'm going to put this in a vise and cut off the sprue. Now that the sprue's cut away, I'll put it back in the vise and use my Dremel tool with a wire wheel to remove the plaster coating. And because I can never get a straight cut with my hacksaw, I always like to use my Vevor belt sander. If you're looking for an inexpensive belt sander, grab this one from Vevor. I have an affiliate link in the description. Alright guys, here it is. I did sand it down a bit with 240 grit sanding paper just to give it a little bit of a shine. I didn't really go crazy with it. But as usual guys, let's get a total weight of how much those beach chairs actually weighed without all that extra plastic fabric that those chairs had on them. And yes, they're still warm. I'm wearing the leather glove. I'm actually surprised that it didn't melt the plastic scale that I'm using. So for today's melt, we have a total weight of 6.92 pounds of aluminum, 3,138 grams, 3.13 kilograms, and 110.7 ounces of aluminum. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button, leave a comment below.